Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. It's the Que-stead show. Well, y'all, I'm just about done. I'm gonna be at a standstill in the next, I would say, next 20 minutes. All I gotta do is weed whack the front. My neighbor came on yesterday and he got the grass cut. I asked him to cut my flower beds down. He didn't bother that back there, and that's fine because I'm gonna cover that anyway and kill that off. And I can't do that. Well, actually, I can't get that corner cleaned out until next year or next spring, because remember, that's where that hornet's nest was, and I don't want to take any chances. They might be still down there. I don't know. I haven't seen any, but hey, I'm not taking any chances. So I'm gonna let the winter come and kill them if they're there, or put them into dormancy, and then I'll get them as soon as the weather breaks next season. I ended up having to go along my fence again. You wouldn't think I did because you still see brush, but a lot of that is on the ground. It's already been cut. Those trees that were cut, they sprung sprouts and everything else. So I went along with my edger or weed cutter, or shoot, I'm losing my mind here. My tree trimmer thing, you know, what you trim bushes with. And I cut all that mess along the fence this afternoon. That only took about 20 minutes. Then after that, I weed whacked all that down there. This tree had grown back. My friend JD cut that down back in June. And so I cut it back again and took another limb off of it. All that brush you see is just laying there. I'm gonna just let it compost down. All that you see back there, that's all brush that's been cut. It's not, you know, still attached to the tree. I mean, there's still some leaves there, but not many. Okay. Y'all see, I don't even have to tell y'all what has happened with the clothesline, huh? Finally, huh? Okay, then I got my patio stuff put away, all my pillows. So the yard is pretty much done. I got my chairs turned up on the deck. I'm through for the summer. And so I'll get my benches turned probably next week sometime. I found out that my raspberry plant must be an everbearing, the one that's on the side of the house, because it's full of blooms. So that made me happy to see that I'm getting ready to get some more raspberries. I pulled a few peppers from over there, and I did an experiment, y'all. Those potatoes that I planted, the Kennebecks, you know that I got 20 potatoes out of the container, and I planted those potatoes July 1st. These potatoes that I planted here in the keyhole garden, they were seed potatoes, and they started going bad. I was trying to wait until September to plant them along with the garlic, but that wasn't happening. They started going bad. So I ended up throwing them in here so my money wouldn't be wasted. And so they came up and everything, but I pulled one up the other week, and they just had teeny tiny little potato berries on the root. So they were just getting started. So what I did, oh, here's one that I missed. Yep, sure did. Let me get that one cut. So what I did was I cut them just like this, what you're getting ready to see. Cut them all the way down, left the potato and the root in there, and they may come back next spring. I don't know, it's an experiment. So we'll see, because they're gonna go dormant in a few weeks here. In fact, our weather, we've been in the 80s for the past week here, and the cool down starts tonight. So I've got 10 patty pan squash on this plant, y'all. I'm not even gonna go through them again, but this one I'm getting ready to harvest. This will be my third one of the season. And I'm harvesting them smaller because I had an animal to come through. Look at that. He's pretty, he's edible. So I'm gonna get him cut up and blanched and frozen today. Animal came through and got my green beans, y'all. I don't know if I came on to tell y'all about that. It happened a few days ago. Let's walk up here so I could show you. I started to eliminate the whole plant altogether, but then I saw blooms. And because I see blooms on it, and I got another green bean. Here's one right here. Let me go on and pluck that. See that? That's ready. And then I've got a few blooms over here. So I'm gonna just go on and let it stay to the end of the season. But that animal, it was a squirrel. It had to have been. Tore me up. Tore me up. It even got to this one too. And he hasn't been back. So he was just a coming through squirrel. And he saw that he could get something to eat and decided to eat. And then he left everything else alone. Okay. My eggplant decided it wanted to bloom again. So I've got an eggplant up there and one right here with the flowers. I'm gonna let them go until they can't go anymore. And I'm getting, this is a patty pan. I'm gonna use this one for the leaves. It's just now starting to get flowers on it. It's not gonna do anything. But this other one, I think that it will, because it's had flowers for the past week. And I ended up getting a female and it got pollinated. So I'm gonna go on and keep this one and see what it does. I'm getting my crowder peas, y'all. I don't know if you see, the other day I only had 2 on there. Let's see, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's some more on the other side. And they're starting to come on this plant as well. I've got many more flowers. They're getting pollinated because this is bee season here. There's one right there. So I think my crowder peas, I'll get at least 1 serving, and that's all I need because I know I planted them late. I've been putting all my brush over there. So let's go see the greenhouse real quick, and then I'm gonna end this. Tomorrow is the big day. JD and I are going on that big fishing trip. So I wanted to have what I needed to get done, so I don't have to worry about nothing until those leaves start falling. Okay, so what I did was, since I've been emptying crates, I knew what my amendments were in these crates. So I did this one with the white pine strawberry runners that I had. That's just to keep me going for the winter. And even the runners ended up with runners. So those are granddaughter plants there. I'm gonna leave those granddaughter plants and I'll get those next spring. I've got a zillion runners here, and then I have a zillion Ozark runners. So these are Ozarks right here. So I'm gonna take my Ozark runners and I'm gonna put them, I'm gonna direct sow them without the roots. That's the one I'll experiment with. But the white pine, I think there's time for me to start. I can root them again because they usually get rooted within a week. So I'm gonna go on and stick them in some water today and get them going. And once I see the root, I'll stick them right in with the other ones. Even if I crowd them in, it doesn't matter, because next year I'll have something figured out as to what I'm gonna do, you know, with these strawberries. I didn't know they were gonna go that ham. And look at there, y'all. The mushrooms have grown back in all of them. And that I saw online where they said mushrooms in strawberry plants means that they're very healthy. The leaves are starting to die. So at first it scared me. I panicked. Then I thought, oh, it's going on fall. They're supposed to die. They're going to die down for the winter, and then they should come back next year. See the mushrooms in that one right there? So my greenhouse today is almost 80. My barometer is saying rain, and we are supposed to get rain Tuesday, but not tomorrow. Bet not. But anyway, but no, it's not in the forecast. It's in the forecast for tomorrow night and Tuesday. Okay, so let me get on off of here. My figs are starting to die back. So everything is on schedule with what needs to die back. So I'm gonna go on and finish this up. Then I'm gonna go finish up the front yard. So in 30 minutes, I will be relaxing and happy that I got this done. Now I can go tomorrow and fish in peace. So I will talk to you all later, and may God bless you all. And a special shout out to Homestead Heart, Sunny. I had a new subscriber, I forgot her name, but shout out to you. You know who you are. You just joined like a week ago. So thank you for subscribing. I ain't got but 15 subscribers, but that's okay. I'll just keep plugging along, and then eventually it'll grow, hopefully, if I can ever make that algorithm. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.